Everybody, it's Coach Mike back for another review of the Shift Shop. And so what I'm going to review today is Strength 45. So this is the strength workout in week 3, 45 minutes. And I'm going to tell you this one really increased the intensity. So, if I look back and I look at week 1, it was not that difficult if you compare it to week 3. I mean, it's just incredibly much harder. It's not just the extra time, it's the speed, the pace, and the moves. Really the speed at the end. So this one, you do 3 rounds of 8 exercises, total body workout. First round, you go through those 8 exercises in 1 minute. So if there are some moves like you're going to do on your left side and on the right, you're going to do 30 seconds and then 30 seconds. But you're going to basically do 1 minute for every workout in round 1. Then you're going to get a minute break. And then you're going to do round 2, same exercises in 45 seconds. So in case of doing a left and a right move, you do 22 seconds on each side. Then you get a break, and then you're going to do 30-second moves. And the final round is where the intensity really increases. There is absolutely no breaks. It is quick, quick, quick. You have to be ready to work out because for the next move. So you got to kind of figure out your weights. I use anything from 20s to 25s to 30s. First time through, felt okay. You want to make sure your form is right? So all in all, I burned almost 550 calories. My heart rate was 177 with a maximum with an average of 142. So pretty high for a strength workout. And again, these are lower weights than if you're doing a Body Beast or even a P90X in some moves. But because it's multi muscle moves. So you're going to do your legs and your shoulders and your chest and triceps and some of these, all of them. So let me just go through them real quick, the 8 exercises. So the first one you're going to do is a pulsing lunge. And so I started with 30 pounds and I found that a little difficult at the end. But you're basically going to say you're going to go on your left, you're going to do 3 pulses, 3 lunges. And then you're going to jump up and then go to your right. Make sure when you're jumping that you're keeping your knees behind your toes when you land. You don't want to extend that knee over. It puts too much pressure on the knee. So make sure your form's right, and if you have trouble jumping, you can step. Then you do what he calls a push-up row piston. So this is one, you get a couple dumbbells, you do a push-up, and then you do a row, and then you do a piston, which is you take your right knee to your left elbow, and then your left knee to the right elbow, real quick, just once, 1 each. And then you're going to repeat that, push up, row, piston. Then you're going to go to a floating upright row. So this is one where you get 2 dumbbells, and you're gonna it's similar to some of the moves in the earlier programs where you're going to extend out, lunge on, you say your left side. So you're going to take the 2 weights, and capture your knee, between them, right? Do a lunge, and then you're going to come up, and what you're going to do differently this time is then on that knee, that leg that you just extended, raise that knee as you're doing an upright row. So it's bringing your core in a lot more. You're going to continue on that left side, boom, and then you're going to go to your right side. Then you're going to do bear dog, and this one really, that's me, it's the back and your legs. So it's a bear dog stance. So bear dog, a bear stance is where you're on your hands and knees. Your knees are 3 inches, couple inches off the ground, right? So you're on your toes, I should say you're on your knees. And so you're with a flat back, right? So right there, that's enough. And then what you do here is you extend, say, your left leg back with your right arm out. So that's the dog. And you're going to hold that for a bit, and you're going to repeat on the other side. So that one gets your back of your core, your hamstrings, and it's pretty intense. Then you're going to do a straight leg bridge. So here's where you're going to go on the ground, similar to an earlier move. In week 2, where you put your weight on your waist, you're going to put your one leg straight up in the air. That's the difference in this one. And then you're going to go on your heel on the other one, and you're going to lift that bridge up, and then you're going to hold it for 3 seconds, come down. And he'll do some alternates to that as well, like just pulsing up and down, and holding. Then you're going to go to what he calls a pull-push reach. But basically, it's a push-up where you take a dumbbell and then you roll it. I actually didn't even move the dumbbell because you watch him and he does a push-up, but he doesn't go all the way down because he's pushing up over the dumbbell. I'd rather go all the way down. So I actually added a couple extra push-ups. I did a push-up, then you do a plank walk over. I did another push-up, and then you do that extended reach, which he'll show you. Then I did a push-up. So I did extra push-ups along the way. So it's really getting your core, your chest in that one. Let's see. Then you do the sumo circle chop. Now this one I liked. This one brings in a little bit more of the biceps. So you're going to do a sumo squat, right? And sometimes I hold it up like this just to get the biceps in, or this way. But you do the sumo squat, and then you're going to do that for your shoulders, that roll. And then you're going to go over on one side in a lunge, but you're going to take it and you're going to do a chop, like you're chopping down with the dumbbell, and then you're going to curl it back up, like a hammer curl. And then you're going to go and repeat and then do the other side. So that one kind of gets a pretty good workout in. And then he has what he calls a shift maker. So it's the final move, and he wraps a ton of things into this. So get a couple dumbbells. You're going to be standing up. You're going to go down to a burpee. Then you're going to do a push-up, right? A row, excuse me. I skipped one. I'll come back to row, and then you're going to jump up, and then you're going to do a curl, and then a squat, and then a press. Now, I've had some rotator cuff issues and still do. So what I do to not do the extension over anything, if your shoulders are really hurting, don't do anything extended over your shoulders. So I do more upright rows. So in that case, I just did a squat to an upright row. But basically, you do a push-up, a row, a curl, squat, and an upright row. That's pretty intense. The one I missed, so there's 9 moves, is one where you're going to do a row to a tricep extension, right? So you're going to do that. And so you got to pick. It's kind of interesting because you can do more weight pulling in a bent over row than you can in a tricep, I think most people. So you got to find one that works. So I guess there's 9 moves, and you're going to go through those. And then so then you get a minute break. In the second round, he does a little bit of alternatives to those types of moves. And then you take a break. And then the 30-second one is really rapid fire. And there is a little surprise at the end. I'm not going to go through it, but when you think you're done, you're not quite done. And that one I really enjoyed, but that one your heart is really pumping high. So this one is the best strength one so far. There is one more in the deluxe program, which I will do next week, and it's Super Strength 50, I believe is the name of it. But this one so far rocks it. Same thing with the cardio one for this week. So let me know what you think.